So in second A group elements, total we have 6 elements are there. Because of presence of 2 valence electrons, all the elements are placed into second A group, which are beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, and radium. These elements are belong to second A group in the long form periodic table. Why these elements are considered as alkaline earth metals? As we mentioned in alkali metals, same way, all these metals when dissolved in water forming bases, alkalis, and which are available in exist in the earth, that is the reason the name termed as alkaline earth metal. So the name of alkaline earth metal was given to magnesium, calcium, barium, strontium since their oxides were alkaline in nature and these oxides remained unaffected by heat of fire and existence in the earth. Okay, mainly forming of alkali and then which are exist in the earth. Second topic is electronic configuration. So coming to the electronic configuration, what is the general electronic configuration? The second A group elements general electronic configuration is NS2. NS2 is the general electronic configuration of second A group elements. We'll see how the NS2 will come. When you observe the beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, and barium, radium, once you see the beryllium, its atomic number is 4, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s1, 2s2. So valence shell 2 contains only 2 electrons. Magnesium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, s2. Here calcium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2. Calcium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10, 4p6, 5s2. And barium having 6s2 in the valence shell. Radium is having 7s2 in the valence shell. Presence of 2 electrons in the last shells. Its general electronic configuration is NS2. Here see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are indicates N. S2 is common. With respect to inert gases, we can write the electronic configuration. Helium 2s2, neon 3s2, argon 4s2 because it is 20 atomic number. Argon is 18 plus 2, 20. Krypton 5s2, xenon 6s2, and radon 7s2. This is about the electronic configuration of second A group elements. Next one, alkaline earth metals. In what way available in the earth? Alkaline earth metals are also a very reactive metal. Hence, these are also available in the combined state or mineral form. So, what are the abundance when you see here? The oxides of these elements means calcium oxide, which is another name is lime, strontium oxide, strontia, barium oxide, another name is baryta, are thermally very stable and basic in nature. All metallic oxides are basic in nature and hence they are called alkaline earth metals. Abundance when you see in this group, calcium metal is the most abundant element while comparing with beryllium. So calcium is less than magnesium, magnesium is less than barium, barium is less than strontium, strontium is less than beryllium. So most abundant element in this group is calcium. Magnesium and calcium are the most abundant of alkaline earth metals. Radium is the radioactive element in this group. Now, when you see the physical properties, first one is atomic radius. This atomic radius increases down the group along with atomic number. And you see here all the elements in alkaline earth metals, which are beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, and radium. From top to bottom in any group, the statement the trend is gradually increases. When you observe here, the beryllium atom is having only two shells. Now only I explained you the beryllium atom having two shells, 1s2, 2s1, 1s2, 2s2. It is having two shells. Here one shell, this red color border, this is the second shell. The same way magnesium is having three shells. That is the reason the magnesium configuration here we are saying about what that 3s2. Same way calcium 4s2. The number of shells are increasing. Here the last shell is 3s2. Here the last shell is 4s2 because it is having three shells 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. 4 shells. Next element is having, obviously you can expect 5 shells. This is having 5 shells, that is last shell is 5s2. Next one, barium is having 6 shells, hence its general electronic configuration is 6s2. And radium is having 7 shells, so that its general electronic configuration is 7s2. Like this way, in any group from top to bottom, number of shells increases. When number of shells increases, automatically the atomic radius is increasing. See here, the center of the nucleus to outermost shell is known as atomic radius. When you observe in the first atom, the atomic radius is this one. So atomic radius is gradually increasing from top to bottom because the main reason is increasing of extra shell. So atomic size increases from top to bottom in this way. The atomic radii increases from beryllium to radium due to the addition of an extra shell of electron to each element from beryllium to radium. The ions are also large but smaller those of the elements of group of 1A due to higher effective nuclear charge. These ions are comparing with the first A group elements are small. Beryllium ion is smaller than lithium ion. Magnesium ion is smaller than sodium ion. Lithium, when you say lithium ion is, while comparing with beryllium, beryllium is only smaller ion. While comparing with sodium ion, magnesium ion is smaller ion. So in this way, the ions are also large but smaller than those of the elements of first A group due to higher effective nuclear charge. Both are having same shells. So lithium, when you observe the lithium atomic number is 3. It is having how many shells? 1s2, 2s1. In the same way, beryllium is also having 2 shells, 1s2, 2s2. This is lithium, this is beryllium. Lithium is having 2 shells, 1s2, 2s1. But beryllium is having 2 shells, 1s2, 2s2. Comparing with these two elements, the lithium atom is having only 3 protons in the nucleus, 3 plus charges. Beryllium atom is having 4 protons in the nucleus. Hence, this nucleus is more attraction than the lithium. That is the reason this size will be changed into small. So always lithium size is more than the beryllium size because of more nuclear attraction force present in the beryllium atom or beryllium ion. Atomic as well as ionic radii increases on moving down the group due to the addition of new shell. So when you go for the atomic radius, this is the order. Beryllium is a smaller atom. See here, smaller atom. And calcium, when you come to the barium and radium, are the largest atoms. The same way ionic radius also in this way. Beryllium, after removing of 2 electrons, it's get beryllium ion. Beryllium ion is the smaller size while comparing with the barium ion. Coming to the hydration enthalpy, hydration energy. So atomic radius, ionic radius, hydration enthalpy all interlinks with each other. The smaller ion will having high hydration energy, that is the statement. In this case, the smaller ion is beryllium. Smaller ion is beryllium, that is having high hydration energy. So here the ionic radius of beryllium high, where it is in the aqueous. It is in the aqueous. In water. This is in aqueous. Why beryllium is smaller atom? When you place it in the water, this beryllium is having high hydration energy. More number of H2O molecules will be attached. That is the reason beryllium atomic radius should be increases. In this way, in water, the beryllium atomic radius is high than magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, and radium. But when you go for common, without water, beryllium atomic radius is small than radium. This is the without water. When you keep in aqueous, this is the ionic radius in aqueous solution or water. This is the hydration enthalpy. Next topic is ionization energy, decreases down the group. Beryllium to radium, the atomic sizes are increasing. Hence, you can remove the electron easily from this atom. When electron is there here, you can remove the electron easily from the last atom. Why? This last atom is having electron. This electron is less influenced by this nucleus. This nuclear attraction force is very, very less on this electron. Hence, you can remove electron easily. Hence, the ionization potential is very less. Ionization potential is very, very less. When coming to this first atom, here the electron is very closer to the nucleus. The amount of energy is required to remove electron is high. Hence, the ionization potential values always is what ma? Here high, here low. High to low means decreasing. So decreases from top to bottom. Atomic size increases, ionization energy decreases. However, the IE2 of the second A group elements is less than the IE2 of first A group elements. So we know that ionization energy 2 is less in this group. How? When you take two elements, for example, I am taking sodium atom in first A group. I am taking one more element in the second A group. That is magnesium. So its atomic number is 11, its atomic number is 12. When the sodium loses one electron, minus one electron, sodium is going to change into sodium ion. Now it is getting noble gas configuration. The sodium ion is stable. Here the amount of energy is required to remove electron is known as ionization energy, that is IE1. Only one electron you are removing. Now here the magnesium, when you want to remove one electron, when you remove it, magnesium changed into magnesium ion, Mg+. Here the required energy is IE1, ionization energy 1. But it is not getting stable configuration. Again, when you want to remove one more electron, this Mg+ ion becomes Mg+2. Now it is getting noble gas configuration 10, atomic number now 10. So here this is called as IE2. IE2. So now when you want to remove one more electron from this electron, when you apply IE2, is it possible? Already it is stable, but this is not stable. That is the reason you can remove one more electron. But already stable ion, when you want to remove electron, definitely IE2 is very high. That is the reason sodium second ionization energy is greater than magnesium second ionization energy. Here the IE2 is greater than IE2 of second A group. This IE2 is less, this IE2 is high. That statement here given. However, the IE2 of second A group elements is less than the IE2 of first A group elements. Solved problem. Explain why the second ionization energy of second A group elements are lower than the first ionization, the second A group elements of first A group. Same explanation I have given you. That's only I am giving in the statement form. Second A group elements achieving noble gas configuration by losing second electron. By losing second electron. Here, the same way, by the second A group element configuration, hence difficult to remove the second electron. Hence, IE2 of element is lower than the IE2 of first A group element. Next physical property, third one is hydration enthalpy. Smaller the ion is having always high hydration enthalpy. So bigger atom is having low hydration enthalpy because the barium and radium, these two are having the nuclear attraction force is very less on the last shell, so that it is having low hydration enthalpy. The smaller atom is having high hydration enthalpy. Hence, the hydration enthalpies are decreases from top to bottom. Is this in the order? Beryllium is having high hydration enthalpy than barium because of smaller atomic size. The hydrogen enthalpies of alkaline earth metal ions are larger than the alkali metal ions. Thus, the compounds of alkali earth metals are more extensively hydrated than those of alkali metals. Here also comparison alkali metals and alkaline earth metals. 1A group elements hydration enthalpy, hydration energy is less or high? Tell me, ma. Which is smaller atom? First A group or second A group? Always second A group is smaller atom. The atomic size is decreases from left to right. So that's the reason when smaller atom, these are the small atoms comparing with first A group. The small atoms are having high hydration energy. When you take magnesium here, when you take sodium here, which is having high hydration energy, means magnesium is having high hydration energy. High hydration energy. Because it is having low atomic size. That's the reason magnesium always exists in the hydrated form. The salts MgCl2 6H2O, calcium also hydrated salt CaCl2 6H2O. But the sodium chloride and potassium chloride do not form as such a hydrates. They are purely available in the dried NaCl and KCl. Ionic mobility and conductivity of alkaline earth metal ions in aqueous solution follows the order. Ionic mobility depends upon the size. Ionic mobility depends upon the size. Beryllium is having high hydration energy. So when high hydration energy, this beryllium cation will accepts more number of water molecules. Water molecule. Hence, its atomic radius is increasing. Because of a bigger atomic size of cesium, it accepts a very few water molecules hold together. That is the reason its atomic radius is less. Hence, here the smaller the hydrated ions are having higher mobility. So the holding capacity of this cesium or barium with water molecule. That's the reason it will move freely in the water while comparing with the beryllium. So the mobility is highest mobility is there in barium because of lower hydration enthalpy. And another physical property that we studied, density, melting point, boiling point, and coloration. Before that, a few things I am going to explain you. In general, they are silver color. They are also silvery white color, lustrous, and relatively soft and hard than alkali metals. Second point, the melting point and boiling point of these metals higher than the corresponding alkali metals. Due to small size and different structures, HCP and CCP type of metallic packing, the secondary lead to high melting points than those of alkali metals. This because of the metals possess two valency electrons and are much stronger bonds in the solid state than the alkali metals. And they are having high melting point of secondary group of elements is beryllium. When you observe here, these are the exact experimental values for the beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, and barium, densities, melting point, boiling point, and coloration. So I am giving individual representation, density, this is the order, and melting point, this is the order, and then boiling point is the order. When coming to the density, which is the highest dense element in this group, means here barium, and melting point, which is highest, means here beryllium. Boiling point, highest one is beryllium because of high hydration enthalpy values. Flame test or coloration. In first year group, we observed that lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, and cesium, they are having different colors. They are available in the different colors while heating on Bunsen flame. Here also three elements are exhibiting the color. We'll see. Flame test. Salts of alkaline earth metals except beryllium and magnesium. Beryllium and magnesium will not give the coloration because of smaller atomic size. Produces the color of the flame due to the easy excitation of electrons to higher energy levels. These are the smaller atoms. Remaining elements are bigger atoms. That is the reason electrons jumps from lower energy level to higher energy level when you heat it. Explain why beryllium and magnesium do not import any color to flame in flame test. Same answer. Beryllium and magnesium atom, due to their small size, bind their electrons more strongly. Hence, they possess high excitation energy and are not excited by the energy of flame to high energy state. No color is produced to the flame. Because of smaller atomic size, the electrons will not excite easily with the Bunsen flame. Now we are going to discuss about chemical properties. Some more physical properties are there: thermal conductivity, electrical conductivity. So these are in aqueous state. It is available in the ionic form. Due to the presence of two loosely held valence electrons per atom, which are free to move throughout the crystal structure, the alkaline earth metal are good conductors of heat and electricity. All the metals are the good conductors of heat and electricity. The presence of free electrons, valence electrons available in the valence shell. These metals exhibit electropositivity. While losing of electrons, all the metals exhibit electropositive nature. Hence, metals exhibit electropositivity. Here, the alkaline earth metals also exhibiting electropositivity due to their large size and comparatively low ionization energies. The alkaline earth metals are strongly electropositive elements. However, these are not strongly electropositive as the alkali metals because they have smaller size and higher ionization energies than alkali metals. Hence, unlike alkali metals, these elements do not emit electrons on exposure to the light. So, alkali metals are having low ionization energy than alkaline earth metals. That is the reason alkali metals emits electron when beam of light is exposed to on the surface of the metal. That is called as photoelectric effect. The alkali metals participate in photoelectric effect, but the alkaline earth metals will not participate in the photoelectric effect due to the higher ionization energies of secondary group. On moving down the group, the electropositive character increases. Electron giving tendency is increasing from top to bottom in any group. Next, one more physical property, that is metallic character. Metallic character is always depends upon the electropositivity. So when you see the electropositivity from top to bottom, last element is having a bigger atom, hence it loses electron easily. It means the electropositivity is high. Electropositivity is high, metallic character also high. Hence the metallic character increases from top to bottom in any group, the same way in alkaline earth metals also. Metallic character is again due to low ionization enthalpy. And since the ionization enthalpy decreases down the group, their metallic character increases. Further, due to larger number of valence electrons and HCP or CCP type of metallic packing, they are less soft, less malleable, and more harder than the corresponding alkali metals. There, if you compare with alkali metals, less malleable, and they have a specific lattice structures which are hexagonal closed packing HCP or cubic closed packing CCP type of metallic packing is available in this case. That's the reason they have less malleable and more harder. Next topic is chemical properties. We'll go one by one as it is, which also similar to that of alkali metals. Due to the smaller size, greater charge, and high ionization energy, these are all much less reactive than the corresponding alkali metals. Comparative study also I am explaining. While comparing with alkali metals, they are less reactive. Since their ionization enthalpy decreases with increase in atomic number, beryllium, being extremely small in size, has unique chemical behavior that we studied in each and every group. The first element is having a special characteristic properties. Now we are going to see the first chemical property of second A group elements, action of air. Air means indirectly that is the reaction with oxygen and nitrogen. So the less reactive compared to the alkali metals is evident by the fact that they are slowly oxidized on exposure to air. When burnt in air, they form ionic oxides and nitrides of type MO formula and M3N2. So when it reacts with oxygen to form metal oxides and metal nitrides. For example, when you take calcium, calcium reacts with oxygen in the presence of atmospheric air, it will get a calcium oxide, CaO, 2 moles. And the same way when calcium reacts with nitrogen, you will get calcium nitride, Ca3N2. Ca3N2. 3 calcium ions are there, 2 nitrogen ions are there. So 2 3s are 6. 6 calciums. 2 2s are 4. 4 nitrogens. This is the balanced equation of forming of metallic oxide MO and forming of metallic nitride. This is the general formula is M3N2. See the equation, when metal reacts with oxygen, you are getting metal oxide. When metal reacts with nitrogen, you are getting metal nitride. Where M is equal to beryllium, magnesium and calcium. The tendency of the metal to form higher oxides like peroxide increases on moving down the group. Always peroxide and superoxide forming nature increases from top to bottom, either in alkali metals or on alkaline earth metals. M2O M plus oxygen, you will get a MO2. This is the metal peroxide. Here the metal oxidation state is +2. Peroxide oxidation state is -2. That is the reason you are getting MO2 formula. Next chemical property, action of halogens. It means fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine in what way reacts with the secondary group elements. All these elements combined with halogens to elevated temperature or by treating metal oxide, hydroxide or carbonates with dilute halogen acids forming halides of type MX2. MX2 type of halides will be formed. We'll see the example. For halogen, when you take calcium, this reacts with the chlorine. You will get the calcium chloride, CaCl2. The general formula we are making MX2. X means fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. M means beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. So MX2 type of halides will be formed when these metals reacts with the halogens. See here, when metal reacts with HX, you are getting MX2. Or metal hydroxides reacts with HX, you are getting MX2. Or metal carbonates reacts with HX, you are getting MX2. So here the MX2 you are getting in three different ways. One is from metal carbonate, from metal hydroxide, from metal. The reactant is common, that is HX, means hydrogen halide, HCl, HBr, like that. HX, here also HX. In this reaction also HX. So hydrogen halides, when reacts with alkali metal or alkali metal hydroxide or alkali metal carbonates, you will get MX2 type of halide. Third one, action of hydrogen. All elements except beryllium combine with hydrogen to form hydrides, MH2. Beryllium and magnesium hydrides are covalent, while other hydrides are ionic. Example, BeH2 beryllium hydride can be prepared by the reaction of BeCl2 with lithium aluminum hydride. Next chemical property with diacids. When alkali metal reacts with the diacids, it means hydrogen sulfate, that is sulfuric acid. Why we are saying diacids means, here this is the dibasic acid. When this acid is dissolved in the water, it releases 2H plus ions. That's the reason diacid. Metal reacts with diacid, you are getting a metal sulfate. When metal reacts with monacids, that is HCl, you will get a metal chloride. The reactivity of alkaline earth metals increases on moving down the group due to the increase in electropositive character from beryllium to barium. Beryllium reacts very slowly. Magnesium reacts very rapidly, while calcium and strontium and barium react explosively. It means the reactivity is gradually increasing from top to bottom. Next chemical property, reducing nature. Reducing nature introduction already I explained you in the alkali metals. Electron donating nature. Well, top to bottom, last element is the higher, a bigger element. Hence, that releases electron easily, that donate electron easily. That's the reason the atomic radius increases from top to bottom. Reducing character also increases from top to bottom. All alkaline earth metals, due to their large size and low ionization enthalpy, they can easily lose outermost electron and hence act as strong reducing agents. Electron donors. M, when donates electron, you will get a M plus 2 will be formed. The reducing character of alkaline earth metals increases from beryllium to barium, which is evident from the value of their oxidation potential, which increases from beryllium to barium. Beryllium, being a very small in size, has a very large ionization potential, which is not balanced by the hydration enthalpy and lower oxidation potentials. Hence, it liberates hydrogen from acid slowly. Other elements in this group having high the values of oxidation potential react vigorously even with water. Next chemical property is solution in liquid ammonia. The same way, alkali metal also reacting with liquid ammonia. We are getting a blue color solution in that chapter. But here, the alkaline earth metals are also dissolving or reacting with liquid ammonia. The same type of compounds are we are going to see here. Alkaline earth metals dissolves in liquid ammonia, giving colored solutions. When the metal ammonia solutions are evaporated, hexammonated means the formula is MnH3 taken 6 whole plus 2. This is superscript are formed. The ammonated are good conductors of electricity and decompose at high temperature. This is ammonated compounds are good collector electricity and as well as the heat. This is the chemical reaction which shows dissolving of metal in this ammonia. Metal when dissolves in ammonia, you are getting a two different types of ions. One is positive ion, another one is negative ion. Same way, this is ammonated metal cation. This is ammonated electron. Formation of complex. These all metals when reacts with ammonia like compounds to form a ammonated compounds. These are called as coordinate covalent compounds. Coordinate covalent compounds forming nature is present in the alkaline earth metals. Hence, these coordinate covalent compounds only considered as a complex compounds. Complex formation is favored by the small size, highly charged ions and suitable empty orbitals as alkaline earth metals ions do not having these characteristics and hence do not have a significant tendency to form complexes. So BeF3 minus BeF4 minus and BeH2O4 plus 2 etc. These are all complex compounds. So complex compounds means which having a vacant orbital. I am showing you, for example, the first one BeF3 minus. Be atomic number, you know, its atomic number is 4. The electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p0. There is no orbitals present in the P. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p0. This is s, 2 electrons. In the p orbital, there is no electrons are there. It means vacant orbitals are available in the beryllium. That's the reason when this electron in the excited state go and occupy this place. So 1s2, 2s1, 2p1. S have one electron and remaining 3 p orbitals where 1 p orbital occupying 1 electron. Even though we are having 2 vacant orbitals, when you go for px, py and pz, vacant orbitals are available. So this presence of vacant orbital, electron, fluorine can donate the electron. For example, I am seeing you beryllium is having 3 vacant orbitals for this, from this 3 vacant orbitals. This is one vacant orbital, this is another vacant orbital, this is another vacant orbital. You know the fluorine atom, fluorine having 3 electron pairs. Each fluorine is having 3 electron pair and 1 individual electron. 3 electron pairs and 1 individual electron. Because of this reason, here, this electron pair is donated to this orbital. This electron pair is donated to this orbital. This electron pair is donated to this orbital. Hence, the beryllium is going to form a coordinate covalent bond with the fluorine. Here, the coordinate covalent bond with the fluorine. Coordinate covalent bond with the fluorine. So, when the coordinate covalent bond is forming, that is known as complex compound. Okay, this we will deeply explain in the +2 standard. We have a separate chapter is there. So this is about the chemical properties. I'm going to stop at this here, my dear students. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.